Good morning, everyone. This is Herb from World of Walt coming to you live from the crossroads of the world, Disney's Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World, Orlando, Florida. I have a fast pass to go check out the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, so let's take a little stroll down Hollywood Boulevard and check it out. Thanks for joining me. It is a very pretty morning here. The sun is out. Not too cold. I think the 3 weeks of Florida winter are now officially over, and we're going to be back up into the 70s and 80s during the daytime, although it will be a little bit chilly at night. Hi, Dawn. Welcome to Hollywood Studios. Tim Peterson's in the house. Hi, Tim. The official and unofficial marketing manager of Pin of the Month Club. Hi, Kathy. Kathy's a Tower of Terror fan. Me too. It is one of my favorites. Jason says thanks for the Disney fix. You are welcome. So I'm doing another little experiment here where I did this last time. I'm not sure if the results were good or bad, but I did not turn off the Wi-Fi. Usually I just go over cellular to do the broadcast, and it seems to be a little bit more reliable. We'll see how it goes today. Cindy says, thanks for taking us on the ride. Too afraid to go on our own. Well, good way to experience it if you don't want to actually feel the physical drop yourself. Just join a broadcast. James has got 52 days to go. You know, to get to the Tower of Terror, I should be hanging it right here onto Sunset Boulevard. But I actually want to stroll back a little bit before we go onto the Tower of Terror. Now we're going to see what's going on in Toy Story Land. We'll check out the wait times just for fun. And it's just a neat area to visit. So let's go on a little detour. Holly from sunny South Florida says thanks for the video streams. You're welcome. Thanks for being here, being a part of it. Matt has 6 days to go to get out of the Michigan weather. I hear that folks up north have been dealing with Arctic twirls and swirls and crazy stuff, so glad to bring you a little bit of Florida sunshine. Good that you'll be able to get out of that weather as well. Paula, good morning from slightly warmer Wisconsin. Yeah, I don't think it could possibly be colder, but I'm glad it's getting warmer for you. Courtney's going to be here in June for her daughter's high school graduation. That is a great way to celebrate. Tim says Tower of Terror is top ride at Disney. You know, it may, I hate to pick favorites of anything, but it may be my favorite, or at least one of my favorites. I think when it comes to innovation, technology, theming, immersion, it's just got it all. It's an incredible ride. I also say I have not been on the other editions of the Tower of Terror. We're now the Guardians of the Galaxy out in the West Coast, but it's a favorite of mine. Eric says thanks for sharing from cold Ohio. Susan, good morning from Tallahassee.
Down there.
Anne Marie from Texas, hello to you. Christy says, looks warm. You know, when I checked a little while ago, it was about 65. I think it's going to be in the 70s today. Pretty nice, although it still does get a little chilly at nighttime, but I think we're on the waning days of the Florida edition of winter. Okay, I know we're not directly headed towards the Tower of Terror, but I wanted to take a detour. We'll check out what's going on at Toy Story Land, then we'll backtrack. Christopher, good morning to you. Beverly says it's a great ride. From Delaware, thank you for being here. RM, good morning to you in Indiana.
Oh, look at your bubbles. They're everywhere.
Oh, Tim, time to put in the shameless plug for Pin of the Month Club. Got to do it. If you want a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every month, go check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Billy says, good morning. Kay from Mississippi. Cindy, big difference from the last week. So no coats, yeah. Yeah, you still see a lot of people in long pants, but not so many hoodies out today. Walt Disney Presents here to our right with Meet Mike and Sully. We're going to have to check that out sometime. Also straight ahead is Municiberg, which is the Incredibles event going on in the former Pixar Place, which may now also be called Pixar Place. It's kind of fun, actually. Had a chance to see it during the media preview. They've got cookie num-nums, which are delicious if you like chocolate chip cookies. Chance to meet Edna Mode, which I think is going to be a highlight. And a little bit of a dance party, which is fun. John says, is that a Orange Walk fan in front of me? I missed that, not sure. Jennifer, good morning to you from New Orleans. Marge heading towards Toy Story Land. Yeah, it's a detour. It's kind of a big detour from going to Hollywood Tower of Terror. So these banners are new on the light posts here, which show the Disney's Hollywood Studios 30th anniversary logo. Kind of fun. Kathy says, thanks for the videos. You're welcome. Appreciate your being here. Mary Ann says, what is in the Great Movie Ride now? Right now, there is nothing there. It's under construction. It will be Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is supposed to open up this year. And actually, I'm very much looking forward to it. I like the Great Movie Ride, but I think this is going to be an upgrade. I think Mickey and Minnie deserve their own attraction in the parks. And I think it's going to be kind of a groundbreaking design with projection mapping and mix of physical set elements. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, I didn't quite anticipate the crowd here at Toy Story Land. I guess I should have. A lot of people here. John, good morning to you from New Jersey. It's got 2 degrees. Yikes. Robin, good morning to you. Sorry, I missed who said it. Asked if I could show where Lightning McQueen is going to be. Yeah, we'll actually be pretty close to that area, so we'll go check that out too. It's in kind of what they call behind the scenes, the Black Box Theater. It's been used for a lot of different things, but it will be the Lightning McQueen show, which the opening date has been announced. It's coming up here in the next couple months, I think. Todd says, misses the Great Movie Ride. A lot of folks do. It was an opening day attraction. There is a pretty long line here to visit. I guess that's Woody over there. And another long line here to get into something or other. Not even sure what. I know this could be the line for Slinky Dog Dash here to our right. Really a long line. Wow. Scott, good morning to you from sunny South Carolina. Lynn from upstate New York, 14 degrees. Yikes. All right, it's chilly. All right, I'm going to go over here and see what the Slinky Dog Dash standby line looks like. I'm surprised that the line extends all the way out here, far from where the internal winding queue is. Lori from South Carolina. Barb says, love watching. Thanks for doing that. Okay, I can see the standby. 90 minutes. Yikes. It's a long time. All right, let's flip back around. Hopefully we'll not miss my Fast Pass time. I think I've got some time. Actually should have double checked it. Cindy from Chile, Ohio. A lot of people from a lot of chilly places. But glad that I could share with you some Florida sunshine, well, at least Florida overcast, and some Disney fun. Ashley says, can't wait to ride Slinky. Yeah, it really is a good roller coaster. It exceeded my expectations when it came out. It's got a lot of sort of ups and downs to it. Still, I think, good for younger kids, but still enough of a thrill for adults. Christina from Chile, Indiana. Anne Marie says, looks like a great day. It's 55 in Texas. Okay, now we're getting there. Mark from Chile, Massachusetts. Hello to you. Thanks for joining me.
Another ride to do first.
Woody over here.
He's here to work. He's not here to have fun.
Woody and Jesse together. Toy Story Mania's got a 45-minute standby wait. Not too bad. Karen said, why such lines? It's not peak season. I'm actually a little surprised that there are crowds as big as there are right now here. But as I have thought often, Disney does a good job of making sure the parks stay full all the time, whether it's Run Disney events or Festival of the Arts over at Epcot. They do whatever they can to bring in the people, and they do a good job. So even the slower times are not all that slow anymore. John, good morning to you. Patty from Massachusetts, hello. Straight ahead, there's a billboard on the back side of what was formerly the Great Movie Ride. Now will soon be Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway for Mary Poppins Returns. Had a chance to see that in the theaters. I thought it was really, really good. I would recommend it. Sue's got 19 degrees in Massachusetts. Thank you for being here. John, is Toy Story Land where the auto stunt show used to be? More or less. I think the stunt show is more where Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is, kind of in the far back corner. But definitely in that territory of the park, yes. Dustin's got 2 months. Arlene, 24 days to go. Hi, Samantha. Thanks for being here. Samantha says, R.I.P. GMR. Yep. Kim says, a lot warmer than Northern Ireland. Yvonne, good morning from Orlando. We get to enjoy some Florida weather too. Dee Dee says, got back 2 weeks ago and missing it. Glad you had a chance to visit. Hope you get to come back soon. Corey says, is the backlot tour still there? Nope, that's gone as well. Actually, that's also in the general territory of where Toy Story Land ended up. Bronwyn's going to be here on Tuesday. Good for you. That's coming right up. Yeah, Disney went through a pretty long time of shutting down and ripping down here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. But now we're starting to see some of the reverse, especially with the opening of Toy Story Land, with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway opening later this year, and of course with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opening by the end of the year. This park is going to be the center of attention. Jean says, loves the walks through the crowd. Feels like she's walking with me. Thank you for doing that. Got some folks waiting for the latest Star Wars show here right in front of the Chinese theater. Corey says, do they still do the Muppet Show? Yeah, the 3D movie for the Muppets is still in place in the section now called Grand Avenue, which actually, if we would head straight that way past the Hyperion Theater, sort of hang a right, Muppet Vision 3D is still there. Hasn't gotten a lot of love recently, but still there. Actually, there will be 2 ways in and out of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. One will be back towards the way we just came, through Toy Story Land, and then the other is going to be through Grand Avenue where Muppet Vision 3D sits. Been a lot of discussion about how Disney will work crowd control because they anticipate, I think rightly, the crowds are going to be insane for probably a few years. So it could be that you'll enter through one side and exit through the other. You won't be able to just go in whichever way you want. It'll be interesting to see. I'm sure that the folks at Disney World Operations are anxiously watching how things go in Disneyland when they get to open their edition of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. All right, let's take a little stroll down Sunset. Not nearly as crowded as Toy Story Land, but that's fine for us. Jamie says, so many people so early. Yeah, we got a lot of early birds going on here. Beth says, you did a good job working here. I have as many volunteer opportunities as you would like. Pay's not great, but the appreciation is high. Actually, I do have some folks who will occasionally contribute material to me, which I appreciate very much. I like sharing more information and bringing different perspectives. So if you ever want to write for worldofwalt.com, send me a note. Get you hooked up. Jerry says he's ready for the Tower of Terror. Me too. So fingers crossed the internet connection will do well. I say that probably on every single broadcast because you just never know. Especially when we're in the basement queue. We'll see how it goes. So my plan will be to ride Tower of Terror, and then we'll take a little stroll over towards where the new Cars show is going to happen. It may be blocked off, that would be my guess, but we'll look. Rebecca says, what's the temperature? It's probably 67, 70, something like that. Really nice, actually. By Florida standards, the humidity is way down. By everybody else's standards, it's probably like a sauna here. But for those of us who are used to it, this is really a very, very pleasant time of year. Janice says this is her favorite ride. Natasha says it's her favorite too. Steve, good morning to you. All right, Tower of Terror, straight ahead. Kim, where is the new car show? Is it in place of anything? So we'll take a look. It actually, over to our left is the little cul-de-sac for the rock and roller coaster starring Aerosmith. And if you continue on back there, there's a theater. I forget what that theater's name is. Informally, it's just been called the Black Box Theater, which was specifically set up so that it could do different things. There have been dance parties there. During the opening of Toy Story Land, they used it as a staging area for media. And that new show is going to go in that spot. Good morning. Thank you. Ready. Roger is ready for the Super Bowl. You and the other 70% of the United States, and probably the world. Lisa from North Dakota, thanks for being here. Welcome to the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Pretty long standby line here, 55 minutes. Very happy I have a fast pass today. Bob says this is his wife's favorite ride. Melissa's got 57 days to go. Leanne says, thanks for taking us along. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. A lot more fun. Fingers crossed again, the internet connection will hold up. I think it will snap back if there's any issues, so please be patient with me. All right, it's going to get a little dark here as we enter the lobby. Thank you. And lots of folks streaming in. Bev, hello from Yorkshire, England. Stephanie is not watching the Super Bowl. Shauna says, misses the ride at California Adventure. Never had a chance to see it there. Looks like it's time to enter the library. should watch here. Let's see what we can tune into. We'll be quiet now so we can watch what's going on here.
Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone. Hollywood, 1939. Amid the glitz and the glitter of a bustling young movie town at the height of its golden age, the Hollywood Tower Hotel was a star in its own right, a beacon for the show business elite. Now, something is about to happen that will change all that. On an evening very much like the one we have just witnessed. Tonight's story of the Twilight Zone is somewhat unique and calls for a different kind of introduction. This, as you may recognize, is a maintenance service elevator, still in operation, waiting for you. We invite you, if you dare, to step aboard, because in tonight's episode, you are the star, and this elevator travels directly to the Twilight Zone.
Please make your way towards our service elevators through the wall and to the left.
Thank you.
All right, into the basement. Hopefully the internet will hold up in the basement. A little bit dark here. Marcy said, favorite of all time. Christina said when she was here, she got to be in the front row. A great place to be, although the fact that it's tiered really helps a lot, I think. It's pretty dark. I think the iPhone's having a hard time focusing. Maybe, there we go. Cheryl says, loves this ride. Leanne asks, am I using the Wi-Fi this time? Yeah, actually I am. Mostly because I just forgot to turn it off before I started the broadcast. So this is a Wi-Fi based broadcast, and sometimes I think just moving across the different Wi-Fi connections is not so great, and I know about 1 million people are trying to use the Disney Wi-Fi. So I usually try to remember to switch it off and go to cellular, but I think it's okay. We'll see. Tasha says the back row is the best. Joey says California Adventure new version is pretty awesome. Yeah, I would definitely like to check it out. Guardians of the Galaxy is growing on me. Ann said, so far so good, thank you very much. Lynette says this is a favorite. Jennifer says the details of this ride are amazing. I agree with you. I think the theming and detail here is really just Disney at its best. All right, as usual, once we get seated in the elevator, you don't get to say that very often, but once we get seated in the elevator, I'll be quiet so you can enjoy the attraction, so can everybody else. Mark says, lift your feet when you drop. I do actually try to do that sometimes. I think that's kind of fun. Yeah, I got a lot of people in here. Andy says one of his favorites. April said, Tower of Terror is one and done. Well, at least you gave it a shot once. Good for you. Mary said, too chicken to ride, so enjoying the chance to check it out on video. Glad that you can experience it with us. Raymond says, don't forget to raise your arms. I don't really do that so much with a gimbal, but I would do it if I weren't taking you all with me. Shelby says, brother put a penny on the ground once and then dropped and went way up. Yeah, I've read that the elevator actually falls faster than gravity, so you're not really even falling, you're being pulled down. So that makes a lot of sense to me. Tim says, details in this attraction are amazing. I agree with you there. Kaylin says, misses the Tower of Terror. Dennis has 300 days to go. Dawn loves the ride. Do people ever wonder who you're speaking with? Probably. Yeah. They might just think I'm on the phone with somebody. Carl said was here last week, now home in cold Michigan. That was probably a shock to the system. Although, last week, Florida was getting its edition of winter. I mean, nothing like what we're seeing in Michigan and up north, but it's been a little chilly here, but I think that time is coming to a close. Pamela says, don't raise your arms, they block someone's face in the picture. Oh, you know, that's a good point. That is a good point. Leanne says it's a slow pass. Yeah, you know, things worked pretty quick up to getting into the library. Now it seems like the load and unload, the load area is moving a little bit slowly. Diane said not blurry, that's good. Okay, I see our elevator up here. Alright, almost there. Jill said daughter and her friends did this on Grab Trip. So it looks like I'm going to be in the middle on the side.
Excited?
Hey, so good morning.
Row 6 to your top left.
To our valued guests, for your
Row
safety
5 to your top
on
right.
board, please remain seated with your seatbelt
Row 4 to your middle left.
keeping your hands, arms, feet,
Row 3
and
to your
legs
middle right.
inside the elevator at all times.
Row 2 to the
And
bottom right.
do take special care to supervise your
Row 1
children.
to the bottom right.
Thank you. Estimados nuestros.
Everyone who's buckled in, pull that yellow strap, please. Make sure it remains locked in place. Make sure that is.
Alright, here we go.
And everyone, arms up as well. Make sure those belts are not loosened. Sure it's tight.
You are the passengers in a most uncommon elevator about to ascend into your very own episode of the Twilight Zone. One stormy night long ago, 5 people stepped through the door of an elevator and into a nightmare. That door is opening once again, and this time, it's opening for you. Discover what lies beyond the 5th dimension, beyond the deepest, darkest corner of the imagination, in the Tower of Terror. Welcome back to those of you who made it, and a friendly word of warning. Something you won't find in any guidebook. The next time you check into a deserted hotel on the dark side of Hollywood, make sure you know just what kind of vacancy you're filling, or you may find yourself a permanent resident of the Twilight Zone.
All right, that was fun. We had a lot of screamers on that one. That was fun. All right, I think it's always fun to go and check out the gift shop here. All right, you survived. Thanks for coming back from the Twilight Zone. Sherry says lots of drops. Yeah, that was really interesting. They did a lot of ups and downs and ups and downs. It was cool. Welcome to the hotel gift shop. Katie said so much fun. I love the fact that Disney has gotten back to coming up with attraction-specific merchandise. Karen said, Sharon is caring. Thank you very much for doing that. I always appreciate all the comments and the hearts and the thumbs ups. Shares are always useful. All right. So I said we'd walk over to where the new Cars attraction is going to be located since it's not too far away. So let's go check that out before we wrap up for today. Lisa said, thanks, it was fun. Thank you for being here. Glad the internet connection seemed to hold up, so that's good news. Maybe the experiment of leaving the Wi-Fi on is working out. Jennifer said Wi-Fi held up this time. That's good. Jeff says, that was awesome. That was fun. Really one of my most favorite rides at Walt Disney World. Tim says the bellhops look nice. I guess they've been through Disney Traditions training, so they understand customer service. Lydia says, thanks very much. You're welcome. Colleen says she misses Disney. Glad I can bring a little bit of it to you today. Standby for Tower of Terror is now 65 minutes. All right, we're going to take a little stroll over by the Rock and Roller Coaster. We're going to see where the new Cars attraction is going to be taking place. We may not really be able to see much of anything, but I can give you a sense of where it's going. Anne Marie says, "Don't stop, keep going." All right, we're going to walk over here to the dead end.
Was it up and down or side to side?
Up and down. Yeah.
Karen says, "You're cool to do this for everyone." Well, thank you very much. I actually enjoy it. Glad I can bring everybody a little bit of Disney wherever you are. KD says, "This is a favorite." Martha, too chicken to go on the ride. All right, Rock and Roller Coaster is straight ahead. Let's go see where the new Cars show is going to be taking place. Looks like they're getting ready, so we'll walk over to it. There was a large gate that separated this plaza for the Rock and Roller Coaster from the Hollywood or Sunset Showcase Theater. That's what it is, Sunset Showcase, which was the black box theater I was talking about. But now it looks like those gates have been removed, and the movable plants that Disney puts in place when they want to keep folks out of some place are here. So this is where it's going to go, and we can actually see the sign right here, Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy, coming soon. So this is where it's going to be. And actually, if we look over here, you can see the big sort of bluish green theater beyond the palm trees. That's where it's going to go. Sunset Showcase, which is a flex space, sometimes called a black box theater, where they can put different things in. Lynn said she's in upstate New York. Lori's going to be here in September. Lizette loves the ride. Nancy says, "Thanks, you're welcome." Matt says, "How are the crowd levels today?" Seems very crowded to me, actually, and more so than I anticipated. Got lots of folks coming in here for the G-Force Records tour. Was that said, do you use FastPass? Yes, I do, whenever I can, actually. Being a local, sometimes I'll wait until I get a FastPass instead of just coming over and doing standby. Debbie says, "When will the Cars show open?" I think it's at the end of March, if I remember correctly. If you go over to World of Walt, do a search for Lightning McQueen, you'll be able to find it. It's getting close. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me today live from Disney's Hollywood Studios. Chance to use a fast pass to check out the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, one of my favorites. Thanks as always for tuning in. It's always a lot of fun to chat with you, hear where you're from, what your weather's like. Thanks always for those thumbs ups and the hearts, especially for the shares. It's a great way to get the word out. So I hope that, Emily asked, "Do I work at Disney?" No, I do not, just a fan. So I hope that you all have a great weekend. If you ever miss one of the live broadcasts, which are typically on Saturday mornings, around 10, give or take, they always get reposted to Facebook, and I'm putting them on YouTube as well. Also putting some exclusive content on YouTube, so go over to YouTube, do a search for World of Walt, and subscribe there as well. Debbie says, "Thank you, you are welcome." Kimberly says, "Loves watching the videos, makes her happy." That's good, I'm glad to do that. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Till next time, God bless.